garage. Okay, so Gran Turismo 6 demo. Might as well have a look at it. Not too sure how much exactly they're going to offer us with the demo, but this is the car I just bought, the Nissan Leaf G. I don't know if Nissan are trying to be a little bit more economic, environmentally friendly or whatever, but they called it the Leaf, so that's cool, that's cool. This is a beginner level event using cars with 350 pp or less. Now, I don't really know what pp means, but whatever. Let's see how I can do. Sunday Cup Race 1. There's another event that you sort of do at the start when you first load the demo, so it basically teaches you how to drive, and you use a really cool, you drive a white Nissan 370Z, which is a really nice car. But one thing I do notice about this is that it's very, graphically, I don't know, I mean this is just a demo, but is very, very similar to Gran Turismo 5. There's not a lot improvement-wise in terms of graphics, but we'll see, because it's not all just graphics. And is it just me, or... yeah, I think these cars are electric. That would explain why it's called the Leaf. Alright, so we're going to have an intense Fast and Furious race with a bloody... oh, wow, look at that interior. One thing I hope they have done is I hope they've not just limited interior view to premium cars, because I would love to be able to get this view, the cockpit view, with all of the cars. L1's look behind. Alright, that's cool. Yep. Oh yeah, electric car. 40, 50 miles an hour, which is about 80 kilometers an hour. Yeah. When I had made quite a bit of progress in Gran Turismo 5, and then my PlayStation freaked out on me, and yeah, lost all my save data because I had to buy another PlayStation. I've had this one for a while. Alright, I see. So you got kilometers an hour on the top, because I believe the Japanese do everything in K's brow, so that's cool. So you can see just above the steering wheel. Hey, I'm going to force my way through here, so let's have a look. So I made my car bright yellow. Look at this electric car go, that's awesome. Lap 2, I'm in second. Oh, I can do this, come on. Cockpit view. So this is a nice looking car in the interior. It's just, there's still a stigma with electric cars. I mean, Nissan it used to be all about, the 180s and the NXs and the 300s and the 370s and the 380s, and it was all, and the Skylines. Don't get me started about the Skylines, but it was all about that. And then they made the Nissan Micro, and they're like, you know what, fuck everyone else, we're gonna, oh shit, handbrake. And then Nissan like, you know what, we need to expand and be a bit more family friendly, so let's make cars like this. Now from a business point of view, that's pretty cool, but you always get those diehard Skyline and 180 or 100 NX series people, the real hardcore sort of Nissan fans. But this video is not supposed to be about a car company's history or pedigree or whatever. This is meant to be about the game. And the thing is, this car handles well, but you got to remember, I'm only doing 40. I'm probably only averaging 40 miles an hour in this race, and it's relatively easy to stay on a track if you're going 40 miles an hour. I don't really have to pay much attention to this driving line. I can pretty much figure it out as I go. I won that race. Excellent. So yeah, I won by 2 seconds. Cool. Rolling start. Came from behind. Nice. So what have I got next? Oh, replay. And they're going to give me some awesome camera angles. Yeah. Now, it may just be the TV, but, if this is meant to be... See, I can't remember off the top of my head if this game is meant to be on the next-gen systems as well. I don't think so. But it looks very... I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip this. But this game looks very, very similar to... oh, there we go. Nice. Won 8,000 credits. Sweet. Cool. Sunday Cup race 1. I've already done this one. Exit. We'll do the next race now. Yeah, this game looks very similar to Gran Turismo 5. And it's funny because what was the development cycle on that game? Like, they made a prologue game to it, and then they just sort of, well, they released that for $60 Australian, or $40 US, or whatever. So you paid $40 for this game that was meant to be, it was a $40 demo for a bigger game, and it just seemed to take forever. The development cycle for Gran Turismo 5 was massive. And that game came out in 2010, so to be fair, it's been over 3 years. I think it was 2010 it came out, so it's been over 3 years. So 3 years, and the game essentially looks the same. And I don't know, maybe it's because we're so used to seeing all this new high-res stuff at E3 this year, but, I mean, the game looks good. I mean, look at this. The frame rate at the moment, like, I'm on my TV. I'm not too sure if it'll translate over well to my computer, but on my TV, the frame rate looks pretty good. Like, I'm impressed with it. But again, I would say it's no better than Gran Turismo 5. Now, you get all the people, the GT and the Forza fanboys, they'll defend their better game to the death or whatever, but I gotta say, like, this is good, but is this I'm gonna say, just from this demo, is this a massive improvement? Is this leaps and bounds, ahead, certainly visually? No, it doesn't mean it's a bad game, but you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In this game, maybe instead of the visual aspect of it, they focused, this is meant to be the driving simulator. Maybe they decided to focus more on how cars realistically react and respond in a driving environment, in a racing environment, the detail is fantastic. These cars sort of look like Nissan Micros, but the interior, I love interior detail. Look at that. Wow, this car's really motoring now. 140. This is an electric car. Look at that. Yeah, red doesn't make your car go faster, yellow does. But with this car, like I said, it's not a high-powered performance car. It's an automatic, This car has an automatic transmission, so. But yeah, I like that view. That view, son. That is a nice interior. See, I'm not one for driving games, but the thing is, I just don't know if I would buy Gran Turismo 6 if I had Gran Turismo 5. I don't. Maybe, certainly not at full price. Because I bought Gran Turismo 5 full price. I paid $80. I bought it from Kmart for $80. But this is good. I just don't know. I really don't know if I'd buy this full price. Yeah, I won that race. That was pretty easy. I like that. We're all in the same car. Whoa, wow. 7 seconds. Well, 6.3 seconds. Schuster sucks. 11 seconds. He needs to get better at driving. The sick replay. I'm gonna skip the replay. I earned 8,000 credits. I'm a rich son of a bitch. Okay. Let's see if I unlocked. Is there anything else in this demo? Can I do the? Because I want to show you the 370Z car, because that was pretty fucking sick. Okay, so I came first. I won everything. I'm awesome. So if I go back, have I unlocked something? Congratulations! You'll be moving upper class. Oh, okay. The Clubman Cup event is a one-make race for owners of the Nissan 370Z. Oh, I better buy myself a 370Z, eh? Dealerships. Yeah, this is the car we had at the start. Nice. Alright, select color. Should I go the same as the Leaf? Ooh. Brilliant pearl white. Meteor flake. Oh jeez, I don't know. I just yeah, I'm gonna go Bayside Blue. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna purchase it for 43,000 credits. Yeah. I will buy this car. Nice. One thing I do hope they've tightened up with this game as an improvement over the last one is the time it takes between menus to load. You know, hope that's something that they've fixed. Yeah, because some of the waiting times for the events were ridiculous. But here we go. So this race is going to be significantly faster than the last one, which I think is good, because if this demo had just been test drive some little electric Leaf car, people have been like, well, this is the most boring fucking demo ever. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if these tracks are in GT5. They probably were, but you know, tracks can be recycled, I'll give them that. Alright. Let's see how the engine holds up, the frame rate, whatnot holds up with faster cars. Alrighty, much faster already. Okay, so this is what the exterior of the car, looking very nice. Ooh, look at that interior. Ooh, it even has a little clock. It's 11 apparently. It's 9:11. Oh, get overtaken, son. I remember in Gran Turismo 5, you know, you'd play it and, you know, the races were really simple at first, but then you get these long races that would, you know, there'd be 5 laps, and it would take 3 minutes to do 1 lap, and so, you know, they were epics, they were marathon races, and it took so goddamn long, and if you know, if you're going for a perfect career race record, you know, you want to get that gold trophy in every single race, it took hours and hours and hours to, you know, go back and do it all. I remember the grind, and I don't know if I can be bothered putting GT5 back into my console and doing it again. Alright, well these guys are getting away. Let's switch to front view. This view's pretty good because you get the best field of view, and with least things in your way. Okay. TV, it's looking pretty smooth at the moment, even with the faster cars. Come on, yep, just leave me a nice wide gap there, buddy. Remember, you can draft in this game as well. They programmed wind tunnel physics. So if I sit behind this car, I should be able to gain on him. I'm gonna run into his back. Yeah, fuck you! Push him off the road. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way. Fuck you! This is my race. See, the thing is, with official races, they never really programmed penalties into, like, you could be a dick, you can ram into other races and try and force them off the road and shit, and the game doesn't really care. That's a good and bad thing. It's good in the sense that when a race is really hard, you can basically resort to bullying to get your way to the front, but it's bad in the sense that it's not really realistic, and that's not how these sort of racing events work. Like, it's kind of immersion breaking, but let's be honest, it's more fun being able to bully your way to the front of the racetrack. And I'm sure people who play Forza would agree, unless of course in Forza they've suddenly programmed in the ability to punish you for being a dick on the road. I mean, obviously the game doesn't really let you take too much in terms of shortcuts, but if you stray off the main track, you know, the terrain differences will invariably slow you down, which is realistic, and that's why they're there after all. But yeah, no, this car handles pretty good, but then again, this track is pretty simple. It's a pretty simple track to drive on, and I just won that first race. 2 laps. Nice. No, that car felt good. That was a good car to drive. Replay. Oh, I can change the view of the replay. That's sick. Yeah. I wish I could just skip straight to the bit where I used bullying tactics to beat everyone, but, you know, it doesn't matter. You saw me do it before, why do you need to see it again? Okay, I've got more money, sweet. Alright, let's do the next one. Loading times don't seem to be too bad, but then again, this is running off, this is a 1 GB demo, running off my hard drive, you know, it's not running off the disk or anything. And I think it's good that GT5 actually gave you the option of, like it said, look, you know, you can install all the data to your PS3's hard drive, but the thing is, back in those days, you know, I only had a 40 gigabyte hard drive that was pretty much full. Now the install for that game was about 10 gigabytes. So I couldn't really afford to use a quarter of my hard drive space for one game. So they said, look, you know, you don't have to install it, but you're going to be waiting a while in between loading screens and races. So there was a bit of a trade-off there. It was a bit of a catch-22. But the load times for this don't seem to be too bad. So if this is the kind of speeds that you can expect from installing the game data to your PS3, then that's pretty good. The music sounds familiar though. I remember a lot of people complained that the the menu music wasn't too good. They didn't like it. Alright, okay, we've got a bit of a loop-de-loop coming up here. We've got different times of the day to drive. Like now my clock is saying it's 2 in the afternoon in this course. So, alright, hood, cam. Alright, let's try and bully our way to the front again. That purple does look good on this car, but I like my blue GT. No, not GT. My blue 370Z. Yeah, fuck you. Oh no. Oh god, lapse in concentration. Obey the driving line, and you will succeed. I do have a steering wheel for this, but I can never be bothered setting it up or not, so I'm playing this with the standard controller, and it's pretty comfortable. Handles well. Ooh. I wish I could play this game well without a driving line, but think about it. I mean, when you were little, I mean, how many driving games did you play? Like Need for Speed, you never played it with a driving line, did you? You didn't need to. You had all that slow motion drifting corners bullshit. That guy stole my car's colour. Fuck him up. Alright, there we go. We've got 2 laps. G. Arroyo is ahead of me. Now what flag is that? Is that the Argentinian flag? Well, no, I'm ahead of him now. That was easy. The AI for the other drivers, they seem pretty passive. Like they sort of, if you bump into them, they get out of your way. You know, I mean, they're safe drivers. They avoid conflict. Who knows? Maybe there'll be an option where you can make the aggressiveness of the AI higher. I mean, that'd be cool. Actually, I reckon they should put that into the game. I mean, this is the driving simulator. Maybe they should simulate drivers who have road rage. You know, you can simulate that on the racetrack. Okay, so let's go cockpit view. Look at that. Look at that detail. You got the rev meter. You got the speed, which I think is in k's per hour because, yeah, I'd say it's in k's per hour. The Japanese love their kilometers per hour, and obviously this game you can change the on-screen measurements from imperial to metric. You know, if someone says the course is 0.2 miles long, I'd be like, I have no idea what that means. 0.2 times 1.6, you know, actually that's 0.2, I should know that. Well, 0.1 of 1.6 is 0.16, so that would be 0.008, so it's 0.008, so yeah, I don't know. Shut up, math in your head is hard. The point is it's like 80 meters, I think. I'm about to win this race. Yeah, handbrake across the line. Yep, I win. I thrashed them. Yeah! Alright, so is that it? I would imagine if this were a demo, there's probably not that much more I could do. I mean, it's 1 gigabyte. And you can save your replays so that you can come back and watch them, record them, put them on YouTube or whatever. Yeah, the menu music's the same. Alright, so what have I got now? What a race and what a victory! Well done in completing the Clubman Cup. That means the doors for the GT Academy are finally open to you. Well, that is just dandy. What can I do with that? What's this? What can I do here? GT Academy takes place on the legendary Silverstone circuit. It's made of 5 special events, all of which feature the Nissan 370Z. Alright, okay. 4 of those 5 events will be time trials over specific sections of the track, while the final test will be a time trial over the full length of the course. Candidate selection will be based on the results of the last track. So is this... Ah, so this is like a competition thing to see who can get the best times. Well, that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Online qualifier, so you can practice on these, I guess. And then this one here is what they measure you on. Well, that's pretty cool. So what's the menu? What can I do with this? I can save. Let's save this. I'm gonna save it. Save completed. Sweet. That's cool. Well, that's the Gran Turismo 6 GT Academy 2013 demo. I'm impressed. I mean, it's good and all that, but it's basically a reskin Gran Turismo 5 in terms of appearance, but controls are pretty awesome. And it looks like with this thing, you've got a certain number of days to do this GT thing, and I'm assuming the fastest online time gets some sort of prize. So download the demo and go nuts and see. You know, I might try it. I might do it in a separate video or something. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah. All right. See you later.